Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I had wanted to post a video on how you can use the envelope system for online purchases without actually taking out the cash from your account and stuffing your envelopes. Okay, so I've done this before. This works if you are on top of keeping track of what you spend. Okay, so let me show you how I do it. So here are the envelopes, right? So these are the envelopes that I use as far as like on a daily basis and stuff like that, right? So let's see if I have $900 left over after I had got paid and paid all my bills. And so I want to keep the money in my account instead of taking it out and stuffing my envelopes. So what I would do is I would use a budget sheet, okay? And let's see, for gas, I gave myself $100 for 2 weeks. I would just put the date. So let's put like February 15th. This description is for gas, $100, okay? So then what I would do is I would keep this little tracking sheet in my envelope for gas. And every time I went to go get gas using my debit card instead of cash, I would keep my receipt and then go back and let's say I spent $50. I would subtract that and then the remaining balance is $50, okay? So I would create a budget sheet, put the date, the description, how much I originally had, and then I would save the receipt. And you can do it at the end of the day. You can do it every day, at the end of the week, whatever works for you. I personally like to do this as soon as possible so I don't forget. So I know I left myself $100 for gas in my bank account. I used $50. So now I have $50 left. So then after I would do that, you can like keep the receipt if you want, and then just store it in the envelopes. This is why I like using these envelopes, because like if I don't have time, I would just get gas and then throw the receipt right here and then just save it. And then I would just open it up. And then at the end of the day, take out my receipt and then keep my budget sheet for gas. Okay. So that's how you can do it if you want to leave all your money in your bank account and not take the cash out and stuff your envelopes. You can put a budget sheet for each item. So let's say if I gave myself $100 to dine out, I would just put like the date, $100, and then what it was for, and then just keep it in here, and then keep all your receipts, and just make sure that every time you go to use that money for either gas or dining out or shopping, groceries, that you go back and you keep track. So basically it's similar to the your checkbook, you know, the checkbook, the little like checkbook transaction sheet. It's the same thing how you would normally do it, but you can do this like with each envelope if you want, or if you want, you can just get like a notepad and just write down every single item that you have for an envelope and that amount, and do it that way. If you don't want to purchase budget sheets, you don't have to. I happen to just have these left over when I purchased my my little binder, my envelopes. These came as like part of the package. So you can use this. You can keep track, like I said, on a notepad, but just make sure that you're consistent and that you keep track every single time you make a transaction, because if you don't, you will be overdrawn and you'll have to replace that money and it can become a mess. You can overspend accidentally too, and then you have to take from your savings to make up that money, or you'll just be like overdrawn and it won't work well. So basically you would just treat the cash envelopes without the cash the same way that you would when you balance your checkbook. Okay, so I like these individual sheets because I can keep them in here with each envelope to keep track and put the receipts in there. But like I said, if you don't want to, you know, purchase these extra budget sheets, you don't have to. You can just get like a notebook and just write everything down on a sheet of paper and keep track that way. Or if you have the little checkbook registry, you can do that too. Whatever works, whatever is easy for you. But this was just an idea I wanted to share with you, because a lot of the videos are based off of taking the money out of your account and then stuffing your envelopes and then paying with cash. But like sometimes, you know, you don't want to do that, right? Or like in some cases, I do have the cash, but I make an online transaction. So I like to leave a buffer. I'll leave like $100 in my bank account. So in the event I do make an online transaction, the money's there, or I can simply just take out the money from my envelope and then go deposit in the bank. And that's where I have this little envelope here. So every time, let's say if I, were to go and buy something for the kids, but I bought it online, so I have to go and pay myself back. So I would take that money from here and then put this in deposit envelope and then just add up how much I owe back to put in my account so that it doesn't go overdrawn, because then you get fees and then it just can become a mess. So this will work if you don't like taking your money out and you're on top of keeping track. Okay. And like I said, I do both. I take the money out and then I do online shopping too. So I just have to make sure that I'm on top of depositing the money from my envelope into my bank account. Because I like to do that. Like, oh, I saw, something on Amazon and have my $50 that I give myself for allowance for shopping. I spent $20. Oh, I don't have those $20 in my bank account. So I will take $20 from the shopping envelope and then I'll put it in my deposit and then go deposit in the bank account. But you really have to be on top of that in order for that to work, because if you forget, like I said, you're going to have all these fees and you're going to be overdrawn and stuff like that. And you have to pull from your savings, or if you don't have savings, then you'll have to wait until you get paid and then it just can become a mess. So as long as you can keep track, I like to do both. I like to do online and the cash envelopes. So for me, it works. But if I know, especially I'm going to make an online purchase, what I like to do is I like to keep a buffer in there. So just in case, I'm like, oh, I have $100 in there. Okay, that can go towards that. So I like to do that. But you don't have to. You can just make sure that you stay disciplined and deposit the money from your cash envelopes into your bank account, or just simply keep track. Okay, so today I spent $50 for gas. That was for this week. Okay, and then next week, I'm going to spend another $50 on top of my $50. So then that leaves me with $0. Then you have $0 left in your bank account under the gas category. Okay. So I hope you like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want, leave any comments. Let me know what you think. And also let me know if there's any other content or ideas or suggestions that you have. I'm open to it. So I hope you have a beautiful day and stay well, safe, and blessed. Bye.